You have been lied to your entire life about hard work. The richest people in 2025 are not grinding in an office. They are getting paid to exist while you struggle. Let's talk about the lazy side hustles creating new millionaires. Number 9 is the sleeping streamer phenomenon. This is the absolute peak of late-stage capitalism absurdity. You literally set up a camera in your bedroom. You put on your pajamas and climb into bed. Then you broadcast yourself sleeping to thousands of strangers. But here is the twisted financial hook for the viewers. They can pay real money to trigger loud noises. A $5 donation plays a loud air horn sound. $10 triggers a text-to-speech voice screaming. This sounds like a nightmare, but look at the math. Top streamers are pulling in $30,000 a month. One streamer made 16 grand in a single night. All they had to do was tolerate sleep deprivation. The audience is paying for the control over you. They want to see you jolt awake in terror. It is a digital form of torture that pays better than law. You don't need talent or skills or a degree. You just need a high tolerance for psychological abuse. And the overhead costs are basically $0 today. You already have a bed and a cheap webcam. Some creators are even automating the reaction part entirely. They use AI to thank the donors while they snooze. It turns your REM cycle into a passive income stream. The ethics of this are obviously completely in the gutter, but the bank account balance does not care about ethics. While you are commuting to a job you hate, these people are drooling on a pillow for 6 figures. It creates a weird parasocial relationship with the audience. They feel like they are in the room with you, and they are willing to pay for that proximity. So if you can sleep through a siren blast, you might be sitting on a gold mine right now. Number 8 is the AI training click farm sector. Everyone is terrified that AI is going to take their jobs. But right now, AI is desperate for human teachers. This is the modern day equivalent of factory line work, but you can do it from your couch in your underwear. Companies like OpenAI and Google need oceans of data. They need humans to label images and rate text responses. You sign up for platforms like data annotation or remote asks. They show you 2 different responses from a chatbot. You click the one that sounds more like a human, or you draw a box around a stop sign. It is incredibly boring and repetitive work to do, but the pay rate has skyrocketed in the last year. Specialized trainers are making $40 an hour now. If you know how to code, it goes up to $100. You are effectively training your own digital replacement, but you are getting paid cash to do it today. There is no boss breathing down your neck here. You log in whenever you want and work for 10 minutes. Then you go back to watching Netflix or eating. Some people are running this on 2 screens at once. They turn their brain off and just click buttons. It is the ultimate low-friction side hustle for 2025. You are selling your human judgment as a service. The demand for this is not going away anytime soon. Every new model needs millions of hours of human feedback. It is a digital sweatshop, but the air conditioning is yours. And unlike Uber, you don't destroy your own car. You are trading brain cycles for direct deposits. Just don't expect it to be intellectually stimulating work. You are basically a teacher for a robot toddler. Number 7 is the shed landlord strategy. Real estate investing is usually a massive headache for people. You need a down payment and credit checks and repairs, but you probably have empty space in your house. Maybe it is a garage or a basement or a shed. That empty space is worth hundreds of dollars a month. The self-storage industry is a $40 billion racket. People have too much junk and nowhere to put it. Commercial storage units are expensive and often in bad areas. So apps like Neighbor are disrupting the entire market. You list your empty garage as a storage unit. Someone pays you to store their classic car there, or they store their business inventory in your shed. You don't have to deal with tenants living there. No broken toilets or noise complaints or eviction laws. It is literally just boxes sitting on concrete floor. The app covers the insurance and the payments automatically. Some people are buying cheap sheds just to rent them. A $2,000 shed pays for itself quickly. You are effectively monetizing the air in your backyard. It is the Airbnb model, but for inanimate objects. And inanimate objects do not throw loud parties at night. They just sit there and gather dust while you get paid. We are seeing people make $400 a month per space. If you have a large driveway, you can rent parking. Boat owners are desperate for safe places to park. They will pay a premium to park on your property. It is the definition of asset utilization in 2025. You are turning dead space into a cash-flowing asset, and you don't even have to talk to the renter. They drop the stuff off and you check the app. Hard work is for people who don't understand leverage. Number 6 is the faceless YouTuber industry. You used to need a personality to get famous online. You needed a camera and good lighting and charisma. That era of the internet is completely dead now. The new wave of media moguls are completely invisible. They run what we call faceless automation channels. They upload videos about meditation, music, or scary stories, and they never film a single second of footage. Everything is generated by a stack of software tools. They use ChatGPT to write the scripts in seconds. They use 11 labs to clone a human voice. And they use stock footage or AI video for visuals. One person can run 20 different channels at once. They are building a digital real estate empire alone. We know a guy in Ohio running 15 channels. He makes $40,000 a month in ad revenue. He has never shown his face or spoken a word. It is the industrialization of content creation. While kids are desperate to be famous influencers, the smart money is staying anonymous and rich. The viewers usually have no idea it is fake. They think a real person researched that history documentary, but it was just a prompt chain inside a server. The profit margins on this are absolutely insane. Your only cost is the software subscriptions. YouTube pays the same whether you filmed it or not. Advertisers just want eyeballs on their products. They do not care if the creator is a robot. This is turning creativity into a manufacturing process. You are flooding the zone with decent enough content. It creates a passive income stream that scales infinitely. If one channel gets banned, you have 19 others. It is the most resilient business model on the internet. You are farming human attention for Google checks. Number 5 is the line sitter profession. Rich people have a very different relationship with time. To them, waiting in line is a loss of money, so they are willing to pay you to wait for them. This has exploded into a legitimate gig economy sector. People are charging $50 an hour to stand. You stand in line for the new iPhone release. You camp out on the sidewalk for exclusive sneakers. Or you hold a spot at a popular brunch place. It sounds humiliating, but look at the numbers. During peak release seasons, you can make a killing. One professional sitter in New York made 80 grand. He just brought a folding chair and a portable charger. He effectively monetized his patience and boredom. There are entire agencies dedicated to this now. You book a spot through an app like TaskRabbit. The sitter sends you live updates from the queue. Then you swoop in 5 minutes before the doors open. You swap places and they walk away with cash. It creates a secondary market for public access. The front of the line is now a luxury product. We see this happening for congressional hearings too. Lobbyists pay people to hold seats in government hearings. It is democracy sold to the highest bidder, literally. But as a side hustle, it is purely low effort. You are getting paid to listen to podcasts outside. The only requirement is that you have strong legs. And you need to be willing to brave the weather. But if you are broke, you have time to burn. You might as well sell that time to a millionaire. It is the most direct exchange of time for money. Number 4 is the pet rent loophole. Most people look at their pets as a financial drain. Dogs cost thousands in food and vet bills, but smart owners are putting their pets to work. The demand for animals in media is at an all-time high. Every commercial needs a cute dog or a grumpy cat. Agencies like PetStars are scouting for talent, but you don't need a trained circus animal anymore. Brands want real-looking pets for social media ads. They want your ugly bulldog to sit on a couch. The day rates for this are shockingly high. A dog can earn $500 for a photo shoot, but the real magic happens on your tax return. This is a gray area, so consult a professional. But if your pet is a working business asset, suddenly their food becomes a business expense. Their grooming is now maintenance of equipment. You can potentially write off a portion of their care. People are turning their family dog into a tax shield. We are seeing cats with their own Instagram accounts. If that account generates income, the cat is an employee. It changes the entire math of pet ownership. Instead of a liability, they become a revenue center. You just need to take good photos and sign up. There are websites specifically for animal casting calls. You upload a profile for your iguana or hamster. Production companies scroll through looking for a specific look. Maybe they need a specific color of rabbit. If you have that rabbit, you get the check. It is passive income because the pet does the work. You are just the manager collecting the commission. So stop letting your dog sleep for free all day. Make him earn his keep and pay for his kibble. Number 3 is the background NPC economy. Video games used to be a complete waste of time. Parents would scream at kids to go outside. Now those kids are making more than their parents, but not by being esports athletes or streamers. They are working as digital bodyguards for rich people. We call this the Sherpa or boosting economy. Rich executives and trust fund kids love gaming, but they are usually terrible at actually playing, and their fragile egos cannot handle losing. So they hire high-level players to carry them. You join their team and you protect them. You weaken the enemy so the client gets the kill. It is literally a service industry job inside a game. You are the secret service agent for a digital VIP. The pay rates for this are surprisingly high. Top boosters charge $50 an hour. If you rank up their account, you get a bonus. You are selling your skill to inflate their status. They want the rare skins and the high rank badge. They don't want to put in the 1,000 hours. So they outsource the grind to you. There are entire websites dedicated to this service. You can bid on jobs to level up accounts. It is the perfect hustle for the lazy gamer. You are going to play Call of Duty anyway. You might as well get paid to play with a CEO. Just be prepared to listen to them brag. You have to stroke their ego constantly. Tell them they are great while you do the work. It is emotional labor mixed with aim assistance. But compared to flipping burgers, it is paradise. You are sitting in a gaming chair in the dark, and you are taxing the rich for their incompetence. Number 2 is the skin billboard phenomenon. This is where capitalism gets truly dystopian. If you have absolutely no skills to sell, you always have your physical body to rent out. Companies are always desperate for new ad space. And the human skin is the final frontier. We are seeing a resurgence of human billboards. People are getting temporary tattoos on their foreheads. They walk around crowded cities as living ads. A company called Air New Zealand did this once. They paid people to shave their heads for ads. But in 2025, it has gone completely digital. You can now license your face to AI companies. They scan your face and use it in marketing. You might see yourself in a toothpaste commercial or on a billboard in a country you never visited. You sign a rights release and get a check. It is the ultimate form of passive income. You are literally monetizing your own genetic code. One woman sold her face usage rights for 40 grand. She does nothing while her clone sells insurance. Of course, there is a dark side to this. You lose control over where your face appears. You might end up advertising a hemorrhoid cream, and you cannot sue because you signed the contract. But if you don't care about your reputation, it is free money for existing as a human. Some people are even selling the rights to their voice. They let AI clone their voice for audiobooks. You could be reading 50 books at once while sleeping. It is the commodification of the human soul. But the rent is due, and dignity is expensive. Number 1 is the friend for hire industry. Loneliness is the biggest epidemic in the modern world. And naturally, the market has found a solution. You can now rent yourself out as a platonic friend. This started in Japan, but it is exploding here. Apps like Rent a Friend allow you to list your time. People pay you to attend weddings with them. They pay you to go to boring corporate dinners, or they just pay you to sit and watch movies. To be clear, this is strictly non-sexual work. It is emotional prostitution in its purest form. You are selling the illusion of social popularity. The clients are usually socially awkward or lonely. They need a wingman or a buffer for social events, and they are willing to pay premium prices. Top-tier friends charge $200 a day. Plus, the client pays for all your meals and drinks. You get a free steak dinner and a paycheck. All you have to do is smile and nod your head. You have to be a chameleon socially. Laugh at their bad jokes and ask questions. It requires zero physical labor or technical skill. You just need high emotional intelligence. Some people have regular clients they see weekly. It is like being a therapist, but less depressing. You are curing their loneliness for an hourly fee. It is arguably the easiest job on the planet. You are getting paid to hang out and eat food. But it says something dark about our society. We have monetized human connection itself. Friendship is no longer a bond, it is a service. But if you can fake sincerity for cash, you will never be broke in this economy. The rules of money have fundamentally changed. Your parents told you to get a degree. They told you to work 40 hours a week. That advice is now a roadmap to poverty. The people getting rich are not working harder. They are finding glitches in the system. They are leveraging AI and assets and boredom. You can stay angry at the absurdity of it. You can scream that it is not fair. Or you can set up a webcam and sleep. The choice is unfortunately yours to make. Welcome to the new economy of lazy wealth. If you found a new hustle in this video, make sure you abuse it before it gets patched, and subscribe for more financial cheat codes.